Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. I'm Kevin. Thanks for spending some time with me today. We're going to look at some charts and we're going to talk about the future and we're going to talk about how to make the best decisions for the largest gains this bull market. Again, please like and subscribe and ping that notification bell so you'll never miss a video. We appreciate each and every one of you. I wanted to begin by something I tweeted out a little bit earlier yesterday on X. Please, before we get started, like and subscribe. Check out our web page, dadsdefispace.org, and add us on X, please. Support the channel, and let's get right to it, because later today I'm going to take my daughter camping. Anyway, this is something that I sent to my dad earlier this week, and I've always been trying to convince him, like, look, your 401k and your stock indexes and everything else, it's all fine, but you're just not going to keep up with inflation with the amount of money printing that's going on in this country. But I think that this image really hit home with my father. It really hit home with me. And the idea that, just less than 10 years ago, it took 664 Bitcoins to buy the average house in the United States. But today we're looking at more like 6.6 Bitcoin. If that doesn't show that it's a hedge against inflation, I don't know what is. But I wanted to start by showing this today. And, to be quite honest, let's take a look at the markets. Over the last couple of weeks, meme coins have been going absolutely nuts. What I started doing about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, is I got into a liquidity position on Solana of WIF and POP. Another member of the UIG, which I'll talk about in a minute, introduced me to this pool. I've looked at it. I hadn't invested in it, but man, the thing has been printing lately. And it also allows me to amass a little bit of PopCat and a little bit of WIF on the Solana network for the bull run. But before we get into all these different cryptocurrencies, I really wanted to just kind of give a quick little market update. Right now, the fear and greed is sitting around 61, which is greedy. Market cap is slightly down. We're $2.34 trillion for the full market cap. Bitcoin dominance spiked up to 58, probably about 0.1%. Not too long ago, we are fast on our way to 60. And to be quite honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised to see Bitcoin dominance go a little higher, but I think we're rounding the end of this Bitcoin dominance run, which we'll talk about in a minute. And it may be time to start positioning into altcoins. So again, before we start and look at the charts, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Check out our webpage, dadsdefispace.org. I mean, we're just starting to build it. Free membership right now, free daily articles. I'm building a free DeFi course. And if you really want to up your game, check out the UIG, the Underdog Investor Group. You can check out their YouTube page, Crypto Labs Research. I have links in the description if you'd like to support the channel. 20% off your first month. This is the people I enjoy working with. It's the best DeFi community on YouTube. Anyway, getting back to it, let's look at some charts. I was looking at this one earlier, but it's not what I want to start with. We'll come back to the total 3 chart. What I wanted to start off, believe it or not, if I can pull it up, is the S&P 500. Okay, I should have it saved up right here. Come on. There we go. But what I wanted to do is zoom out on the S&P, and I don't even think I have to talk about this that much. The S&P has been on a tear this year. We are all-time high after all-time high. I've been taking some profits in my IRA, not financial advice. And to be honest, Bitcoin tends to follow stocks in this kind of market. And what has been happening over the last few days? Bitcoin is beginning to pump. Anyway, let's take a look at Bitcoin now that we're talking about that at this point. Please in the chat, let me know if the audio is sounding good, if the music is too light or too loud. I'm still trying to get the settings right here. Anyway, we are looking at Bitcoin US dollar chart on the daily, and I wanted to point out a few things to you right now. Number one, we are still within our bull market range of the last market cycle's all-time high of approximately, our all-time high that we hit after the ETF, around 73,700, the blue line on the chart right here. And right now we're sitting at about $68,182. Now, if you look real closely on the weekly chart, which I'm going to switch to real quick, you will see that we are right in the range of our last market cycle's double top here and here. Bitcoin is just making us wait to see where the next move goes, right? So if I zoom in on the chart, we are still just now breaking our downtrend. Let me flip over to this other chart real quick. All right, so if you look at this chart, and I've connected the wicks on the weekly, you can see that for the past 7 months, we have been on a constant downtrend. The top, as I said, right around 73.5-ish. And then at the bottom of this range, we were looking at right around 49,700. By the way, this green line is kind of my line in the sand for right now. As long as we're above 50,000, I'm still comfortable in this bull run. Also understand I'm very, very conservative here, okay? Anyway, if you zoom in, you'll see that on the weekly, we have broken clear above the our trend line that's been going down for these 7 months. And what I'm waiting here on our weekly is seeing that we come back down, test this trend line, and continue on up. So kind of like up over the next couple of months. Now, obviously, we could be rejected on the trend line right here and basically make our way all the way back down somewhere below the bull market support band. But if you notice on the weekly, we're tipping right up on the top of the bull market support band right here. And I am starting to feel confident that we should get another weekly candle that bounces, and we can continue on to this kind of last hyperbolic phase of the bull run. Anyway, that's enough of that chart. Next, what I wanted to go to is taking a look at Bitcoin dominance chart. Hold on one second. All right. So this chart right here is the Bitcoin dominance chart on the weekly. What I tried to do here is kind of mark just kind of rudimentary trend line. As you can see, we've been bouncing off this trend line for quite a long time. I mean, I could even extend it all the way down to where Bitcoin was at the top of the bull market, like around 39% Bitcoin dominance. Right now, we are sticking right around 58.9%. The other day, we almost hit 60% Bitcoin dominance, which, you know, honestly is a big, big deal. And I'm going to show you why. If you were to pull this same chart up and you zoom out, what do you notice here when I zoom out showing a couple cycles? You'll see that like this green line acts as support and resistance in multiple spots. And I'm kind of trying to point them out on the chart for you, right? Well, zooming in, where are we right now? We are hitting that support on the weekly. And if you look at the daily, this is what gets me so excited, by the way. Go to the daily. Well, look at this. We are way above the trend line, right? But check this out. We've had 2 candles on the daily below this. So we got to watch this like a hawk, because I'm telling you, if we bounce back up above this green line and this starts holding as support, man, Bitcoin dominance could keep on going up. We could be looking at 65% or something. Looking at the chart, I don't even know. I mean, it could, right here, you kind of have some support or whatever. And I mean, that's almost at like 72%. I mean, that's high, guys. That's kind of scary when you think about it. I think I'm going to mark that one on my chart too. Anyway, I believe that we're rounding the end of the Bitcoin dominance rally, and that means very soon we're going to start to have a rotation into Ethereum, and then hopefully our altcoin bags in the near future. Let's go to our next chart. We're going to take a look now at the total 3 index. This is basically all the coins in the market minus Ethereum and Bitcoin. And this is awesome. So total 3 has been on a downtrend for 7 months. I mean, altcoins have been bleeding like a stuck pig back into Bitcoin. I mean, what else can you say here? As you can see, it's bouncing all over the place, and but we are continuously on a downtrend. I'm going to be quite honest with you people, and I hope you can take this, not financial advice, but these are things that I wish I knew. These are things I wish I knew last bull run, that I was paying attention to Bitcoin dominance, that I was paying attention to indicators on lookintobitcoin.com, like the Pure multiple and things like that, looking at the rainbow chart, keeping an eye on RSI, and keeping an eye, honestly, on social sentiment. Like right now, views on YouTube are down, views on Twitter, or excuse me, X are down. Yeah, and please subscribe to us on X. It's located right there. And then also, we're rounding the corner where I believe we're going to have a drop in Bitcoin dominance. And it's looking at the daily, we have gone above the trend line, bounced off the trend line twice, and we're heading back above kind of the line in the sand, which is around 622 billion in altcoin market cap. This is crazy. I'm going to tell you right now that I'm repositioning some of my liquidity pools, and not my bull run bag, but what I'm allocating money to. Now, again, none of this is financial advice.